Welcome back, Rush Media Day. Thanks for being with us. We are thrilled to have Deer Creek in the house. Coach Perkins and a few of his players telling us about the upcoming season, year one for the Riverhawks. Coach, thanks so much for being here. I'll start with you. Let's just talk about the offseason so far, kind of a state of the program as we're, about a month away from week one against Mountain Crest.
Absolutely. I mean, super excited. Super cool opportunity for the Heber Valley, get this new school going. Um, we just barely got access to our stuff beginning of June. So super fortunate that Wasatch was allowing our guys to train with them. But now that we've broken off and doing our own thing, we've got some good things going on in our program. More kids showing up every week. So it's a super good time for these kids.
And the field and stuff's all ready to go. I know sometimes that's
Yep.
a stressful thing for a new school, but you're nodding, so that's the case.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So we've been on the field first week of June, so that's going. They're finishing up our locker rooms, scoreboards up and ready to go. So yeah, they're just, putting those final pieces on and getting things really, to go for the school year. So,
And then I guess just tell us briefly, Coach, about the hiring process and your decision to take the head job.
um, it was a good about midway through the season last year. Just I liked seeing where things were going with these guys. Felt like I kind of had the skill set of that I could lead a program. Me and my family really love it out here, and so kind of figured I would just throw my name in the hat. And then the more that we started getting headway and leverage with it, these guys started getting behind me. The kids support me, and that's kind of what really helped push me in that direction, knowing that I have the support of these guys but the whole entire program and the community. So I felt, strongly in that direction to give put my hand in it. And fortunately, it's worked out for us.
And roughly, what would you say the breakdown is of where these kids originate from who are coming? Is it, I know it's a super high percentage from Wasatch, but is there any other kind of breakdown?
No, we're all 100% the Heber Valley. Essentially, what they did out here was they took Highway 40 and split it in half. And it was if you're on the east side, you're going to Wasatch. And then if you're on the west side, you go to Deer Creek. Given Utah is also school choice. So a good amount of these guys had the freedom to choose where they wanted to go. And, up until even July 27th, guys are still choosing where they want to be.
Okay. All right. Excellent. I was talking to you off air, Coach, about your offensive coordinator. Let's start on offense. And can you just tell us about a little bit about your OC and what style and what you anticipate the offense will look like this year?
Absolutely. So, pro style, we got TD Croshaw, Utah legend there, coming and coordinating for us. Great guy for these guys to learn from. Hopefully, we're gonna, showcase some physical football, getting downhill, really utilizing all three of these guys, that I have with us, Logan, Avery, and Ashton, in different packages and just different ways to get them the ball, showcase their skills. Like I said, misdirection, hiding that football a little bit, pro style, booting out. Just trying to get downhill, utilize angles of what our guys can do, and play to our advantage.
And I want to say, let's see, do all will all three of these guys be getting carries at running back this year, Coach?
We'll definitely cycle through, definitely room by committee. We're not the deepest program currently right now, so we're going to utilize all of our best athletes in multiple different ways, whether it's at running back or even in the slot, just, showcasing what they can do to get them touches.
Okay, excellent. And then you'll be calling the defense, Coach. Can you give us your a little bit about your style and defensive philosophy?
Absolutely 4-3. To a degree, an aggressive style, but you're going to have to earn and work for everything that you've got. Again, looking at our defensive guys, I've been fortunate to have a relationship, and so I was able to pull a good amount of starters that came with us, over from Wasatch. So we have some experience without a doubt. Just going to put these guys in positions to make plays, but like I said, that 4-3 front, a little bit of mix of everything, some pressure, but you're going to have to earn everything that you want.
Okay, excellent. Let's start on the defensive side of the ball, Coach. Can you tell me a little bit about Ashton Nord, who'll be playing linebacker for you this year? What you anticipate he'll bring to the table this season for the Riverhawks?
Absolutely. So what Nord going on a 3-year starter, what two-time have all region accolades. Honestly, just like he has in the past, but really putting him in position to make plays, flying around, being the voice of the defense, having him commanding that linebacking core is going to be solid for us as a program. And then you have Avery behind him owning that back end. Just having that experience in leadership is going to be huge for us. But, just back on Nord, going to lean on him a lot going into his senior year. Expect nothing but big things out of him. And I'm sure he has nothing but big things for himself that he expects.
All right, Ashton, I'll go to you. Can you give me your evaluation so far of the defense? Maybe talk about a couple of your fellow linebackers and what you think you guys will do well this year.
I'm really liking the defense so far. I mean, Coach Perk has us in a great system to succeed, make plays, and fly around. That's why I followed him to Deer Creek. I mean, throughout my time at Wasatch with him, he was always there with me, making changes to let me make plays. And I mean, I'm confident in our linebacker scheme. I mean, one of my longtime buddies been playing with him for 8 years. Casey McKee, he's playing a studdish nickel like linebacker. I mean, he can fly around. He's athletic. And I mean, another buddy of mine, Tristan Thurston, he's playing our will and he's strong. I mean, he's a big guy and he can make those hits. So I mean, I'm really confident with our linebackers.
What was that transition like as far as coach was just saying for some guys it was still up in the air, just a few weeks ago where they were going to go. What was that like for you, not only coming yourself, but maybe trying to convince some buddies to come along with you?
I mean, it was easy for me. I mean, I've always been on Coach Perk's side. I mean, I think he's one of the best coaches I've ever had. And I mean, when he came up to me and with that job and was, I want you there, I was completely on board. And my buddies, it wasn't that hard to convince them. I mean, they know Coach Perk and they know what he can do. So we were pretty confident.
Okay, excellent. Let's see, Ashton, I'll have you tell me about Avery. Coach just alluded to him playing safety this year. What do you admire about Avery's game, playing in the defensive secondary and just overall as a football player? What are some things that you like about what he does?
I like it. He can fly around. I mean, playing with him last year, he was a sophomore, and playing a sophomore at a varsity level isn't a easy thing to do. And he wasn't the biggest out there, but I mean, he flew around. He made picks. I mean, he made pass breakups. I mean, I like having him back there as that blanket, so I can fly around and make plays of my own.
Okay, excellent. Thanks, Ashton. Let's go to Avery. Avery, how's 7-on-7s been for you? What's been a highlight of the offseason in general?
It's been pretty good. I've just been staying on the grind for our first 7-on-7 in the upcoming coming season. So
What do you like about the system that of this defense? Like what's something that you like about kind of the scheme and some of the stuff that Coach Perkins emphasizes?
um well there's a lot of like man, and I like man personally. And that was a big thing going into obviously going into Deer Creek because
Yeah,
Wasatch they just it's just different. I
yeah.
like Coach Perkins' scheme a lot more than what they ran at Wasatch.
Okay. And we've got Wasatch coach. Is it like week 4 or something on the
Yes, sir.
schedule?
The region opener, we host them, the Battle of the Wasatch Back.
Dang. Okay. We've all got that circle. Okay. Let's go to Logan. Coach, will you tell me a little bit about Logan, what you like about his game?
Absolutely. So Logan, another guy that returning starter for us, a running back coming from over from Wasatch as well. So one, his toughness. What we lack in height, we bring, and Logan knows as well. But what we lack in height, we bring in the physicality. Like he's a tough kid. He's willing to hit it in between the tackles. He can bounce it. He's gonna get in your face. He's gonna let you know about it. And same thing, like he's eager to be out there. It's always about the team. It's never me, me, me. He's a we guy through and through. Couldn't be more proud of him to be, in our program. He's a, model student, model community member, and just the way he plays the game. It's so passionate. He cares, and it shows within everything that he does. He's consistently wanting to get better, and we're going to lean on him a lot. Come in our run game through and through. And so again, super excited to have a player of his style and expertise in our program that can really help carry and lead the way for these young guys.
He just looks like a model citizen, just looking at
No,
him.
he
Looks like he
is.
probably just
He's
made lunch for his whole family and is jumping on the interview here.
he probably
Um,
did.
what would you say the what am I trying to say? Run pass ratio might be this year, coach?
Looking at something along the lines of 60-40, all predicated on the game, you know what I mean? If we're wearing you out and, we can lean on the run game, it's going to turn into a 70-30. We got to play a little bit of catch up. Okay, then hey, we got to sling that thing out. But in a perfect world, 60-40, 65-35% run game, and then start utilizing some play action aspects of things and really, confusing that defense and slowing them down a little bit.
All right, Logan, what was your favorite Friday night last season, either for you individually or a big team win? What was your most fun you had last year?
Oh yeah. Mine was against Bonneville. So I was like second string. Me and Ben Brand was he was the running back at Wasatch. We kind of split reps, and he got hurt in the first half, and so I went in, and it was just so fun. I ended up having two touchdowns. My first ever touchdown in varsity football was like a 65-yard screenplay, so that was awesome.
Dang,
And I had another just outside 10-yard touchdown. So yeah, that was definitely the highlight. That was such a fun night.
amazing. What's an aspect of your game as a running back that you've been, I don't know, trying to focus on maybe improving this offseason?
For me, it's just my vision, just seeing that second level, making guys miss. I trust my line. I trust they're going to get those first guys. So that's just up to me to get to the second level and see those guys and get around them. So yeah.
And then, what's the offensive line like this year as far as guys that have varsity experience or guys that did start and are going to start for you guys? And coach, you can answer this, or if you have Logan, if you want to give us your thoughts.
I
Yeah.
got you, Logan. Oh, go ahead,
Okay.
Logan.
All right,
Go
go.
ahead.
I was just gonna say we got some new guys, but I'm stoked. I mean, we got some dogs for sure. We might not be the biggest, but we got a great offensive line coach, and I'm stoked. It's gonna be fun.
Okay, cool. Anything to add to that, coach?
No, I was gonna say, yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, we're definitely young on that front. We do have some experience. We again with as guys having that school choice, so we have a good senior Angel that's had some experience the last two seasons, and going to lean on him a lot as well. And then obviously there's some younger guys as well that have played some freshman ball that hey, you're going to be asked to pick up some of this workload and stuff, but they're young. The future's bright for them. We're super excited with what we have. They're a good cohesive group, and they're just improving so much. And then having our O-line coach and Coach Lindley, his experience and his background and expertise to get those guys where they need to be. It's been awesome to really see them improve and get after it. It's been great.
Awesome. Okay. What about what's the quarterback situation like right now, coach?
Absolutely. So we got two young guys. That are two of them are both going to be sophomores competing, and then there's another young cat behind him. But we're just young on that front right now. But it's great to see the battle. They're pushing each other every day. We'll obviously have a guy named Week One, but right now we're currently splitting reps equally. But yeah, two sophomores going head to head right now.
Cool. Okay, excellent. And then maybe a name or two of a couple receivers you think will make plays for you this year, coach.
So I'm awful at this. But I pronounce his last name wrong all the time, and Logan, correct me. Jake Wolstenhume, right?
Yes, coach.
So Jake Wolstenhume, for is going to be a senior, lacrosse player as well. Very good, good two-sport athlete. Rangy can go get it for us. We've got a tight end, Austin Wood. Nice, good frame on is going to be awesome. And then another kid, D line wise, that we kind of be on the lookout for. And he's going to be some tight end for us is Boston Barnes. Nice big lacrosse kid for us as well. So we've got some good bodies that will definitely get active. And another guy that we can't sleep on is Lance Simpson, going to be a senior for us in the slot. Very good athlete. Came over to us again from Wasatch. Very good receiver, good punt returner. Really excited to see those guys get busy this year.
Okay, very good. Ashton, I was going to ask you about the guys in front of you a little bit on the defensive line. Who's helping you on that defensive front in front of you this year?
Yes, sir. I mean, he already just mentioned Boston Barnes. I mean, he's a big dude. I'm happy to have him. I've been surrounded by D-line, great D-linemen my entire high school career. So, that's a big thing I rely on. And seeing Angel also coming in on the D-line, he'll be amazing to have. And I mean, as I said, he has a great D-line setup, and those D-line allow me to fly around, make plays, and I'm really happy and excited about it.
Okay, very good. Let's do rapid fire real quick. Avery, Ashton, and Logan. Let's start with you, Avery.
Okay.
Who is the toughest guy to beat in a 40-yard dash on the roster this year for you?
Definitely Logan and Ashton for like
Oh,
by
these
far.
guys right here.
Yeah.
All right. That's convenient. Okay, who's the toughest guy to let's go Logan on this one. Who's the toughest guy to out squat in the weight room?
Ashton Nord.
Dang.
He can
Okay,
squat
you
like
guys are
none
going to be
other
the
in our
answer to
team.
all these
Yeah.
probably.
They're
Give me a guy who's not on this call maybe. Who also
Well,
squats a
let's
lot.
see. We got Tristan. He can squat a lot for sure. He's a good guy. Casey McKee, he's up there for sure. And then we got Angel too. He's a dog.
Okay.
He can squat a bunch too.
Okay, cool. And then let's see, Ashton, who's a guy that's not one of these other two? Because I know they'll be the answer because you guys are like the
yeah.
three best players. Who's a guy you're running like the Oklahoma drill and you're like, dang, this is gonna be a collision here. This kid can hit a little bit.
I mean, for me, it'll definitely be between Boston Barnes or Tristan Thurston. I mean, they're big dudes, so it's gonna be a pop every time.
Okay, very good. And then who puts the most effort into looking good on Friday nights in their uniforms on the team?
Oof, Lance Simpson for sure,
Lance
definitely
Simpson.
Lance.
He's got the drip for
You
you
know,
guys. Okay.
yeah.
And how do you rate? How do the uniforms look? All that stuff. The logo and everything. You guys pleased with how everything came out?
Oh yeah. No, they're amazing. I mean, Coach Perk did a great job, and other people around him.
Okay, excellent. I can't wait to see you guys on Friday nights. And coach, before I let you go, just give me a little preview of week one against Mountain Crest and your thoughts.
Expect a really good game. Respect Coach Visser and his program. Great historic program there. We're definitely excited to put on a show in the Heber Valley for something new. A tough physical game. Without a doubt, I expect our guys to come out on top with all due respect to Mountain Crest and what they're doing. I believe in our team just like they believe in theirs, but a tough physical game coming out of the gate. Really putting, the state of Utah on what Deer Creek has going on this side of the valley and making the Wasatch back proud of what's going on out here. But a tough physical game. Excited to watch our kids get after it and keep improving week after week.
Okay, actually, one more question. I was going to ask you just in general about region as well. I know you have to answer stuff diplomatically, but I'm just curious about the context, how region looks overall this year. I know there's been a lot of turnover and stuff.
Absolutely no. When I look at the region, it's a tough competitive league. When you look at each team, respectfully, they all have guys that that got these stars next to their name, and that's awesome. And good for their programs. But we're excited to come in and compete. And battle week in and week out. Without a doubt, there's not a game that we don't believe that we don't belong in. So we're going to be in there. We're going to be battling, and competing week in and week out. No questions asked. But respectfully to the league and everything, they are tough. We respect the heck out of them and what they're doing in their programs. But Deer Creek's not just a layup. We're coming in and we're going to battle week in and week out.
Okay. Well, excellent, guys. Thank you so much for your time. Can't wait to see you on Friday nights. That's Coach Perkins, Avery Edwardson, Logan Duncan, and Ashton Nord here joining us, representing Deer Creek. We'll see you out on Friday nights, guys. And I'll probably be in touch throughout the season for interviews after a big win or something like that. So I appreciate you guys.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All
Appreciate it.
right. Go Riverhawks. Quick break.
That's
We'll be
right.
back on the rush right after this.